washer right here. Now that that's done, I'm going to take the other end of this pipe up. So, just is some homeflex pipe from Home Depot, a homeflex fitting, floor flange with a little ring, and then I've got channel locks, a crescent wrench, this little pipe cutter. Make sure it cuts steel, thin walled steel. And then this is a little razor blade to cut this jacket. And then I've got a drill just to put the screws in to put the floor flange into the floor. And I'm going to use these little screws right here, 1 5/8. I've got a measuring tape to measure the length of the pipe. I'm not going to show you that in this video, but I'm going to connect obviously the floor flange to here, and then I'm going to stick the pipe under the floor and all that in this video. So this is the drill that I used, and this is a 1-inch bit, and then I've got some pipe dope. So let's see how we cut this first. I'm going to show you how to cut this here csst pipe and how easy that is. And remember always to be safe when messing with gas. This cutter, loosen it up on that pipe first. Get it where it fits around the pipe, and then I'm just going to keep that jacket on there. Move down a few rings, get it where, I've straightened it out a little bit, and you want to make sure it's straight and that you do this slowly. So I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on it, not much, and then start spinning this just gently and slowly. And I'm inside one of these little rivets, and I'm just going to spin it around like this, and take your time. Now I went around a few times. I'm going to tighten it just a little bit more. And keep going around, do the same thing. And don't get in a hurry, because this is important. Tighten it a little bit more. Keep going around. Tighten it a little bit more. Go around more. I'm going to take it off of there. I think we're cut. And let's see. We got one little spot right here. And be very gentle. Be very gentle and just kind of do this. Work it back and forth gently. Please snap like that. And I'm actually going to show you that up close. So you can see this is a very clean cut. Very clean. Very clean cut. Okay? You want to get that clean and take your time. Now I'm going to take this razor blade, and you go in the second rivet, and then go back right behind that second rivet and cut with the razor blade all the way around this yellow jacket. Right there, and then cut a line down this way. And that jacket should peel right off like that. And now that that's off, all you do is there's a ring that comes inside the package that has a split in it right here for this floor flange. And actually all these fittings are the same. The same way you hook this fitting up, you do with all the other fittings. Well, pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect these two parts first. This is right out of the package, how it comes right out of the package. On this nut, there's a washer right here. And you don't want to tighten this piece into the floor flange, meaning you don't want to screw the floor flange down to the floor and then put this in after. You want to put the floor flange and screw it into this other piece like this so that you don't damage that washer. But it's really that simple. So first things first, I'm going to take the floor flange and I'm going to go ahead and stick it right on over that pipe. Just like that. No big deal. Take this ring, put it in that first rivet, and get your pair of channel locks. Now that it's in that first rivet, you're just going to take your channel locks, get it set up, and you're going to squeeze it in with your channel locks. Squeeze it into position gently. Don't have to be fierce with this thing. Very tiny gap, okay? and it looks good, and I feel very good about this. So now what I'm going to do is this washer rests right on the end of that. Washer sets right on that, and this piece literally just slides into that piece. And you're going to want to turn the flange part, not the other part. Just turn the flange. See, now that's going on, and you do not need pipe dope. These are compression fittings, so you're not going to need pipe dope on this. Okay, so now that that's, well, I can go a little bit tighter. I can go a little bit more hand tight. Okay, right there's hand tight. I'm going to grab it with this channel locks. Send one down right here. Okay, now I'm going to hold it on this other end. I'm going to hold it on this end right here. And remember, I'm just holding the one part, and I'm turning the flange side only. Okay, that's good. Good and tight. And I would suggest using a crescent wrench. It's going to be your better option. Mine, unfortunately, was not big enough for this job. So, anyway, now that that's done, I'm going to take the other end of this pipe.
I'm not a plumber. I'm only using air. Only air.
Like I said earlier, it fits right in that hole, and all I've done is drill through right there. Okay, now you're going to use this drill to put some short screws in this flange. Inside this hole right here, there's 4 holes inside that, and I'm going to push this pipe through the floor, starting with that end, this other end right here. And it's this easy. I'm sticking the pipe down through the floor with that blue cap on the end. I'm gonna have to go underneath the house to pull this through to show you how, and then I'm gonna screw it in. And you can see there's the pipe still connected. And remember, don't screw this in the floor first. Screw this in the floor after you've already connected these 2 pieces together, and you do not need pipe dope. So, pushing this back down flat, and all I'm going to do is screw it in. And remember, I'm just pressuring these lines up with air, not gas. I'm going to put a cap on this so that I can pressure check it. I'm actually going to show you in another video how to put a shutoff on here. If you're interested in that, I'll be making another video soon, and if you want to air check this, you can put pipe dope on this too, just to pressure check it for, I'm going to pressure check mine for 24 hours.